Hello and welcome to this SolidWorks course. So in this lecture, we are going to see two more shapes that is available in SolidWorks, and that is the basic one, which is the circles as well as rectangle. So let's just start our SolidWorks and let's just find out these two shapes in detail. So for that, you can see that I am inside the sketching workbench in the SolidWorks. We have just crossed the part design and we are now inside the sketching workbench. And here, just in the left position, or you can say that the right position, you will find a circle of the line basically, and on the bottom you will see that there is a rectangle. Just click on the circle arrow that is provided over here and you will see that SolidWorks will going to provide you two types of circle. So basically, to create the circle in anything or in any software, you require two things. The first one is a center point, and then you require this radius value, and along which you can able to create a circle. So let's just see how to create a circle over here. So I'm going to click on this circle command. And once I clicked on that, you can see that a mouse or the cursor will going to be changed. It will now going to contain that circle symbol. Click on anywhere and that will be taken as the starting point, and just drag your mouse without clicking on any of the key. Just drag your mouse and you will see that it will going to get that radius value. That will be the random radius value, and just click on anywhere and that will be going to create the circle accordingly. It is highlighting with the gray color. It means that it is a closed area. Inside this closed area, the region is being highlighted with the gray color. So any of the closed figure in SolidWorks, in the latest version of SolidWorks basically, will going to be highlighted with this gray area. Then let's say that we want to create some of the different situations. Like over here, you can see that we have two lines basically, and now we have to create the circle from taking one endpoint as a center. Like over here, let me just tell you. Like over here, we have this part. This taking we are going to take this one as a center, and accordingly we are going to create a circle such that it will going to just touch this endpoint of the other line. So how to create this kind of circle? So for that, I'm going to click on the circle. This will be the normal circle, and then I'm going to click on this as this endpoint, and this will be taken as a starting point or the center point, and accordingly just pick up this endpoint and it will going to grab that endpoint. You can see that this property is known as snap, and just click on this and you can see that accordingly it will going to create that circle. So this is one of the situation which you can use the circle accordingly. And for the dimensioning, we are going to see it on the next lecture when we are going to see the smart dimension. Similarly, we have other option on the circle which is known as the perimeter circle. So for the perimeter circle, we require 3 points over here. And just go for the perimeter circle, and over here you can see that instead of asking you for the center point, it will going to ask you for the 3 points on its circumference or the perimeter. So over here I'm going to click on this. Just click on this part. It will going to take this endpoint as the first circumferential point. Click on this and it will going to take this one as a second circumferential point, and just click on this point and it will going to take this as the third circumferential point, and accordingly you can see that it will going to create that circle. It will going to adjust the center accordingly. Similarly, just take this point and this point as a 3 circumferential point, and you can see that it will going to create a circle. We can even convert the circle into the construction mode of the circle. Over here we have provided this option. Just click on this one and just make it okay, and you can see that now it is going to be provided as the construction mode. Similarly, we have the rectangles. Just go for the rectangle and you will see that there is a lot of types of rectangle that SolidWorks provide to you. The first one is a corner rectangle. So basically it requires the two corner point. The first one is this corner, and over here this upper left corner and lower right corner. If we have these 2 points, we can create a rectangle accordingly. Just go for this rectangle command. Just click on anywhere and you can see that it will be taken as the first corner, and accordingly it will going to create this one as the second corner. The next one is the center rectangle. Here we require the center point, and accordingly you can just create a rectangle like this. So here the approach is it will going to ask you for the center point instead of the corner points. Then we have the 3 point circle. Here we require the 3 point. The first two will going to define its width value or one of the sides value, and accordingly you can just extend it and it will going to create a circle. So the first 2 point will going to determine the line length, and then we have the thickness value or the width value. 3 point center, just the same approach, but it will going to ask you for the center first, and accordingly it will going to create a line, and accordingly it will going to create a rectangle. The last one over here is the parallelogram, with the help of which you can just create a parallelogram. Parallelogram means anything that is having basically its sides angle can also be varied. So here the angle is 90 degree, but here we can just vary it. With the help of this rectangle only, you can just create the square. It's definite. You can just provide the same length value and that will be square. One more thing that is you have to know in the rectangle, which is if I'm going to click on the rectangle, you can see that basically it will going to create. Okay, so here just go for the center rectangle, and you will see that in the center rectangle we have two options. Like this is the diagonal values, which is made up of construction line. If you want it to be at a corner, you can see that it will going to behave as a diagonal, but you can even make it as a midpoint. And now if I'm going to create a rectangle, you can see that its construction lines are now not diagonal. It's just a point line that is joining the midpoints. And again, one more thing, that is you can just make the circle as construction from here, and you can just create it as a construction. Just click on the circle, and here also you will see that there is a construction. So you can make any of this independent line of the rectangle as the construction mode. So this is all about the rectangle and the circle that we have seen. In the later lecture, we are going to see how we can just dimension this whole figures that we have seen. So that's all for this lecture, and I'm going to catch up you in the next one.